All right, y'all. So we got a 75 Grandville today. I know the first thing you guys gonna see if you watch the videos normally, probably gonna say, hey, he got the car backwards. You know, today was a little bit of a weird day because it stormed all day. So I actually did the test drive before I shot this video. So it'll be a little bit out of sorts. So if you see some water on the car, that's the reason why. And honestly, I ain't gonna lie, I was feeling a little bit lazy because as you see, I'm gonna go to the rack next. It's easier for me to just back that car straight up, back this one, and pull it straight on. So we was trying to keep it simple today. So we got a 75 Pontiac Grandville. First thing you guys are going to notice is that this car looks white, but it actually has that pearlescent color to it. Kind of Cadillac, to me personally, was kind of like the first ones that were doing that. I saw it a lot on Escalades, and I'm hoping it picks up in camera, which I think you can see it right there. You can kind of see that pearlescent hitting right on those edges. So depending on the angle that you hit the car, obviously it'll look white. But once you catch a little bit, I think it's picking up good there. You see that pearlescent look. So it's kind of something cool, different. We took this car on consignment. So getting down it, you see she's got the raised white letters. We kept those on. Because it's consignment, we didn't put any wheels on it. They painted the Grandville to match that. Gonna go ahead and move down. Body appears to be in pretty good condition. No dents or anything on that door. I do see a little bit of bubbling right here as we move along this quarter panel before over the skirts. As we look at the rear quarter panel though, no dents, no waves, no bubbling. Looks pretty solid. Looking at the trunk looks good. It's aligned properly. Don't see any paint chips in the corner. Bumper fillers look good. Chrome bumper looks solid. No dents, no scratches there. And the chrome around the tail lights look good as well. So pretty solid. This is pretty normal to start seeing this crack right here, but did want to point that out. Driver side quarter panel, again, looks solid. No waves, cracks, or anything. Nothing to point out as we keep moving. Paint looks good. No dents. Got a little tiny bit of a chip right here. I'm about 6 inches. About 2 feet away. There you go. You kind of can see that. Windshield looks good. No cracks. No rock chips. Apologize for the bugs, but again, I did the test drive first. Front looks good. All the chrome looks pretty solid. The bumper is nice and straight. Impact strips are intact. Yeah, everything looks pretty solid. And hopefully you guys can see. I think that's a really good view of the paint right there. Let me grab the keys, pop the trunk and the hood. So as you see, she's got the 455 big boy. Looks like a new master cylinder. Power brakes, power steering, and the AC does blow as well. Otherwise, everything's relatively stock and clean underneath. I just noticed that there's only one key. Nope, I was wondering if they might have keyed it to fit. Let me see. All right, so we got the parade boot in the trunk. We got some sounds. Nothing special, but looks like a 12 setup with an amp back there. Interior is beautiful on this car. It's all new interior. Beautiful red, always hits with the white. Let's call it Merlot. It's a little bit deeper than red. Seats are great though. No rips, no tears, no stains, no discoloration. Door panels appear to be OG with the top reupholstered, but the bottom's still the same. There's your passenger seat. Again, no rips, no tears. Looks great. And same thing on this door panel. The vinyls, the hard plastic looks to be OG, and the top seem to be repaired or reupholstered. Dash looks good. We got a crack right there, but no warping. Everything else looks good. And of course, you got new carpet, so you can tell by the color. Looks great. Let's get over to the driver's side. Again, nothing to point out on these seats. They look phenomenal, as well as the carpet. Driver's side door panel, no issues there, about what you expect. And driver's seat, no rips, no tears, looks great. And you guys will see everything else when we do the test drive. All right, y'all, so I'm gonna start this test drive on this 75. First thing I want to point out that's super dope, if you do not have your seatbelt on, you hear it beeping and it says fasten seatbelt. Can't do anything. Give me a second, let me get this on. Click that seatbelt and she fires right up. I think that's super dope that technology still works. So let's see, odometer reads 94,847. Left turn signal is on and I can hear it, but it's not showing in the dash. Same on that side, I can see it, not in the dash. Horn works. Let's check. Wipers work. We know the top works, we'll check that out later. Lights are on, I can see them reflecting up there. I hear the AC kicked on, it's blowing. And let's check this radio. Radio does work. I'm gonna just be honest, it's a consignment vehicle. They did a kind of trash job installing this radio. As you can see, they put it inside where the old faceplate was, and it's got a little movement. I mean, it works, and you know, it's something minor, but just want to be transparent about that. Windows are power and they all work, so we got them up. I'm gonna turn these lights on while we do this test drive since it's starting to get dark outside. As y'all can see, I'm running a little bit late tonight trying to get everything done. It had been storming all day, so threw a lot off. Set the car in drive. You can see the lights are on, it's nice and smooth. This is the 455, so the 455 definitely moves these Grandvilles with zero issues. No brakes on, everything's stock. So I'm sorry, I said brakes. Wheels, no wheels on. Nice and smooth. Steering feels good. I can already tell the alignment is good. The wheel is a little bit crooked, but to be honest, I really don't care about that myself too much. Brakes felt good, no issues there. Let me hands off the wheel, she's tracking straight. Actually, the wheel is good. It's not crooked, that was just me. Lights are on, but this is one of those things where, you know, when you keep everything stock, or most of the stuff stock, you don't realize how far technology has come. So in this case, you know, these old yellow lights, they just not gonna do it, just to be honest. I'm gonna go ahead and turn around. LEDs would be the first thing that I would do, no doubt whatsoever. Motor feels good as I expect from the 455. Shifts have been smooth, no issues there. Give it a little bit of gas here. Yeah, she pulls with zero issues. The shifts are nice and smooth. As you can hear, no weird sounds, no belt squeals, no motor knocking, no exhaust leak, nothing like that. She sounds good for sure. How I expect these to sound. You know, we've had so many Grandvilles, I kind of expect how they should drive for sure. I'm gonna get this one back and get it on the rack so we can get on underneath. So, all right, so we got the Grandville up on the rack. Again, rear bumper looks solid, no cracks or anything like that. Underneath, actually looks clean. I know you see a lot of surface rust, but there's no undercoating hiding anything. That's why this car doesn't look like it came from the factory coated. So frame extensions all look solid, no missing pieces, no signs of leaks from the gas tank. Shocks have been replaced at some point in time. I can just tell by the hardware. Drum brakes in the rear, everything else appears to be stock. Moving down the passenger side, frame looks nice and straight, and floors are solid. No soft spots, no patchwork. Exactly what you want to see with floors. And same as we move down the driver's side. Again, you do have surface rust because there's no coating hiding anything, but there is no soft spots, no patchwork, just super solid. No signs of leak from the oil or trans pan. Disc brakes up in the front. And that's pretty much it. Everything is pretty ordinary under there. Front bumper looks good. You got a couple little scratches underneath, but that's normal, just depending on how you run into things. And this impact strip at the bottom, you can see they tried to use some type of like Gorilla Glue or something. Again, that's at the bottom of the car, so you just never know what it might have caught on. Body looks good. Wheels match at all four corners. Great tread depth. Chrome cladding underneath is solid. No dents there, nothing peeling. Already highlighted the few little bubbles I saw around that skirt. Again, underneath the body and everything appears to be straight though. And then as we come down this driver's side, again, rear quarter panel looks solid. Cladding is good. And then as we go straight, like I said, frame is nice and straight, nothing hiding. We'll go ahead and get the top up. One thing I do want to show, we got two top switches. The OG one, some odd reason, was not working. So we got an aftermarket one installed. As you can see, that one is working. Top does move just a little bit slow. Still gets the job done though. Again, it's been raining all day, so you guys can see, you know, some of the water coming down. Top is in excellent condition though. Pads feel good too. This probably was replaced when they did the interior, because like I said, it's in great shape. Plastic back, so no rips or tears in that top. So if you guys are interested in this Grandville, give us a call, 256-801-4409. Check us out at Rolling Museums on the website and Instagram. As always, appreciate you watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe.